So in 1980, you
Mm-hmm.
started working with ESPN. First, how did you get the job?
Yeah, here's the thing. First, we have to remember that ESPN at that time was not the ESPN of now. It was they were in about 3-4 million homes nationally, really, which now seems ridiculous, right? But that was the way it
Hmm.
was. Cable TV was just beginning. And they were going to do the Top Rank Boxing Series, and they were going to have 4 fights in a month in different cities, like total in New Jersey, Chicago, Las Vegas, and one other city. And I saw the story in the newspaper. And I had written before then. I had written a book called Boxing for Beginners, which
Okay.
was out. So okay. So I only say that because it's part of the story. So I get I look at this and I say, and I knew there's all the fighters in the Chicago area, and because I'd been already writing for Ring Magazine and writing for Kale and everything. So I said, you know what, I'm here. They don't have to fly me anywhere. I'm going to just tell them I'll do stuff for free to help you get this thing started.
Hmm.
They said, great. So I helped them with fighter information, with all kinds of things. And I did that for about, I don't know, 3 months, but 4 or 5 shows or whatever. And then they said, they interviewed me once on the show about my book, right? So and I think they were curious to see me on camera just to see if there was anything I might contribute. And they liked it. And then one night, Tommy Hearns they had guest people rotate with the play-by-play guy, who I think that night was Sam Rosen. And of course, great hockey announcer and a very good boxing announcer as well. So I was there, and Tommy was struggling. It just wasn't going super well. So I thought, well, maybe we'll bring another voice in and see what this feels like. So I was at ringside. They said, would you want to sit in for a little bit? I said, sure. So I sat in. They liked what I did. And 2 weeks later, they gave me an assignment to go out to Las Vegas to do the color commentary on the fight. And that was it. And then they kept liking what I did. And because they were, back then, if you can imagine, right, to save money, they had they had for the analyst, if you were west of the Mississippi, you did all those fights. I did those. East of the Mississippi, Randy Gordon did all the fights. So
Okay.
very interesting. And it wasn't initially a cost-cutting measure, which I thought was intriguing. But anyway, so I then started doing the Vegas fights, the ones in Chicago. Eventually, there weren't ones in Chicago, and then eventually, over the course of a couple of years, I just ended up doing all the fights.